Because the dog had performed exceptionally well in heaven, God decided to grant it one wish. The dog said it wanted to return to its owner in human form so that it could better protect her. God agreed to its request, but it could only live for 1 month, and it must not tell anyone that it had been a dog. Then the dog fell down from heaven and landed right on its owner, who was helping a client look for her cat. By now, it had turned into a handsome man. The woman immediately pushed him away and asked why he had fallen from the sky. Just then, the man heard a cat meowing. He waved at the cat, and the cat immediately jumped into his arms. It was exactly the cat the woman had been searching for on behalf of her client. She picked up the cat and prepared to leave, but a vicious dog blocked her path. The man pulled her behind him and then communicated with the vicious dog in dog language. The vicious dog obediently sat down in front of them and became friendly with the man. After seeing his ability, the woman immediately asked if he was willing to become her employee. It turned out that the woman owned a studio that specialized in finding lost pets. She thought the man had a strong affinity for small animals and was perfect for her line of work. The man told her he could work, but he was homeless and needed her to take him in. After making sure he was not lying, the woman agreed to his request. Then the woman took him back to her home. When the man saw the familiar surroundings, he immediately threw himself onto the sofa and played with his favorite old toy. The woman found it strange, but she respected his hobby. At night, the woman was woken up by noises in the living room. Watching the man walking back and forth and playing around, she realized his habits were exactly the same as her dog that had disappeared 3 years earlier. Just as she felt confused, her downstairs neighbor knocked on her door. The neighbor had been unable to sleep because of the man's loud behavior and asked if the woman had gotten a dog again. The woman said she hadn't had a dog in 3 years. The neighbor did not believe her and tried to enter to check, but was startled by the man's fierce expression. After warning the woman not to make any more noise, they left. The woman quietly followed them and suddenly heard the truth about what had happened to her dog all those years ago. She finally learned that her dog had been caught by the neighbor and sold to a dog dealer. Furious, she wanted to go confront the neighbor, but the man stopped her. The man came up with a good plan that would send the neighbor to jail. So the two started making a huge racket late at night, waking the downstairs neighbor directly. When the neighbor came upstairs to question them, both of them acted as if they had just woken up and said it was not them making the noise. After the neighbor left, they continued making noise inside the house. The neighbor finally could not take it anymore and was convinced the woman had gotten another dog. So he took a sausage, snuck into the woman's house, and tried to trick the dog away again. But the woman recorded his entire action on camera. The man immediately caught him, and the neighbor realized he had been tricked. Without hesitation, the woman called the police, and the neighbor got what he deserved. To reward the man for helping her, the woman cooked a big meal for him. But the man noticed all the dishes on the table contained things harmful to a dog's body. He had to refuse her kindness, saying he was a very picky eater. When he saw the woman's expression turn sad, the man suddenly pointed behind her to distract her. He then quickly poured all the food into various corners of the house. When the woman turned back around, only empty plates remained on the table. The woman happily said she would make him some soup, but the man quickly stopped her.